More information on Harvey Weinstein is out in the news today. Despite his efforts to go through certain influencers to get his name cleared, it seems that it did not fully work. In the latest acknowledgement of his case, this is what they've said so far. He is now convicted on one more charge of sexual assault. So we're going to read the article here, and we're going to go into some other things as to how he was trying to reframe his world to make it look as though he was not the one responsible for any of this stuff. Harvey Weinstein was convicted in New York sex crimes trial and rehashed some of the defining accusations of his original Me Too case and conviction. June 11th, a 12-person jury handed down a one guilty verdict and acquitted him of another charge, 6 days of deliberation beginning in June 4th. The jury found Harvey Weinstein guilty of first-degree criminal sexual act, which stemmed from his assault of former production assistant Miriam Haley in 2006. The jury did not convict Weinstein of the second-degree sexual criminal assault charge stemming from his alleged assault of Sokola in 2002 when she was 16-year-old aspiring actress. On Thursday, June 2nd, the judge declared a mistrial on the third count of third-degree rape, and one juror refused to continue deliberations. We take the wins where we can get them. I'm not quite sure how that's a win, but I will listen to see. Judah Egelmeyer, the representative for Weinstein, wrote in USA Today in a statement of June 12th, and the acquittal on the Sokola charge was a major one. A conviction there would have reset the sentencing clock entirely. Egelmeyer said that the guilty first-degree criminal sex conviction would fall under time served, and that clock is already running. Now, remember, he's already had a 16-year charge that he's already been serving. This particular new one would be a 25-year one. So if they're running concurrent, then he might have at least another 10 years left, if that. The trial has raised substantial appellate issues, and Harvey would welcome the opportunity to have those fully reviewed, he said. He continued. It is the court and the prosecution who now have every incentive to avoid seeing the case overturned on appeal. That reality creates an opening for fair and balanced sentencing outcome, and that serves the interest of justice and gives Harvey a path to come home much sooner than many expected. I notice that they're not saying that he is innocent of this. I do notice that they're not saying, his people aren't saying, I don't know why we even go through this because he didn't do it. It's almost like they're hoping for the least amount of time that they can get, knowing that he's guilty. That being the case, then they're kind of admitting something here. Weinstein's retrial, which began in April, brought the former Hollywood boss to court on charges of rape and sexual assault after the 2020 conviction, and his 23-year sentence were overturned. The original decision was deemed invalid when the New York Appeals Court found a judge in case erred by admitting irrelevant testimony from women whose allegations were not part of the case. Weinstein faces up to 25 years for the one count of criminal sexual acts and up to 4 years for one count of rape. Weinstein, 73, is currently serving a 16-year sentence for being found guilty in December 2022 for rape in California. You know what I can't understand is why people still think that this man has done nothing. I'm still baffled by that, but hey, to each his own. Weinstein's latest trial looped in one additional accuser at a time, centering on the case allegations from 3 women, 2 who claim Weinstein forcibly performed oral sex in 2006 and 1 who alleged he raped in 2013. In the original sex crimes trial, former actress Jessica Mann testified Weinstein raped her in the New York hotel room in 2013. Her accusations led to the movie mogul being convicted of rape in the 3rd degree. Throughout his legal woes, Weinstein has denied ever having non-consensual sex or assaulting anyone. Yeah, heard that before. Prosecutors have cast Weinstein as a serial predator who promised career advancement in Hollywood to women, only to then coax them into private settings where we attack them. Meanwhile, his defense claimed his encounter with the women were consensual and accused them of lying about being raped after failing to make it big in Hollywood by sleeping with them. Stop right there. If that were true, then every actor that has come forward saying we knew also are lying. The fact is there were multiple, and I mean multiple, of his cohorts who said everybody knew what Harvey was doing. We just never said anything because it's the way it works. So I don't see how you saying that could nullify what has been said by other people. As the trial came to a close, Weinstein teams make a special bid for the judge to declare a mistrial. Defense lawyer Arthur Aidala made a motion for a retrial after New York Supreme Court Justice Curtis Farber replaced a juror who is called in sick with an alternate. The judge denied the motion. Aidala had unsuccessfully made similar requests, including over prosecutors' closing arguments, which concluded on June 4th. His health is in jeopardy. Oh, big whoop. Weinstein's verdict comes as the disgraced movie mogul health deteriorates. Having been hospitalized for various health issues amid his incarceration, he reportedly told a judge in January that he didn't know how much longer he can hold on. Let's talk about humanity a bit. I could just a sidebar. If you are guilty of doing what you said you did, or you say you didn't do, but you are guilty of doing it, why should the victims be concerned about your health? Like I'm confused as to why you think bringing your health issues is going to solve the problem of you going into jail time. Like it's supposed to be some kind of a cakewalk. That's never been the issue for anyone. So why would you be an exclusion to that? I'm sick. I can't be serving this kind of time. What? Anyway, Weinstein, who has been serving a 16-year sentence stemming from the California rape conviction, has previously urged a judge in New York to start his trial sooner. Now, you just gonna sit there and wait, and when we're ready. Weinstein established medical problems include chronic myeloid leukemia, bone marrow cancer, diabetes, coronary heart disease, obstructive sleep apnea, thyroid issues, obesity, lose weight, high blood pressure, and chronic back pain, according to his lawyers. As Weinstein made trips in and out of the hospital, his team has claimed his medical needs have been neglected. His cases in New York and California, which helped galvanize the Me Too movement and spurred reckoning in the entertainment industry, were part of a larger wave of allegations against him. More than 100 women, including famous actresses, have accused Weinstein of misconduct. Now, regardless of what you think about Mr. Weinstein, I have one question for y'all. Should we do this kind of stuff with people and say, well, because you're sick, we need to, give him a little bit of leniency? Really? Why? Why should we give you leniency because you're sick? That reminds me of a couple of people who have had cold cases brought to the front. And the cold cases finally found this person who was an elderly person now that did something absolutely heinous. And the thought process is, well, he's old now. There's no need to put him in. No. Justice still got to be served. He still committed the crime. He still did what he did. She still did what she did. Put her in jail. Apparently he thinks that hopefully that this kind of thing would, it's a matter right now of whether or not this information will affect the case. And I don't think it will. Because if you've been convicted on now 2 is what I'm thinking. They said 2. So the one rape and the one from 2022, 16 to now. So now you have a 16-year-old from 22 and this one from this year. So you're looking at, say you've served 4 years. And if you do get the full 25, let's say you get another 15. So you still have 10 years left to go. We'll give you your care in your hospital when you get needed, but you're going to serve out your 10 years for what you did. I think his accomplices should serve sometime too, but hey, I'm not part of the jury, nor am I part of the prosecution. What do you think? Do you think it's an egregious penalty to put on an old man? Did he not do what he said he would do? Are you on certain people's side where they say he's innocent? Is he just a target by Me Too, a random target? And are the rest of the Hollywood people lying about him that they did know? Should he walk free because he's old and he's decrepit and he just needs to live the rest of his life out in peace and safety? Or are you with at least me, just my name is Marlon, where he should serve out time that he did for what he did and be done with it? I look forward to getting your 2 cents on this one because it's a little bit of a divisive topic, I've noticed, but I'd like to hear your input nonetheless. We look forward to reading them.